everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So it's been a little while since I've actually had time to sit down and film, but today I'm doing a full face of first impressions while we do a bit of a catch up, because the last month has been all over the place for me. I've had so much going on mentally, physically, and it's just been so draining. I haven't had any time to film. I've been working non-stop, which is obviously, I have a full-time job. This is just something I like to do on the side. But yeah, I thought I would just kind of catch up as much as I can, because there's certain things that I don't want to talk about or can't talk about due to like it not being a situation with me, but we'll get into it. So yeah, we're just going to talk about some makeup. So I've got stuff from Melt Cosmetics. I've got a couple of the Nightmare Before Christmas things. I've got Charlotte Tilbury. I've got Juvia's Place and Urban Decay and stuff like that. So we're just gonna kind of get into it. So we're going to go in first with like a first impression. This is not a new item at all. So this is the All Nighter Face Primer Long Wear Foundation Grip. So this is a primer by Urban Decay, and I picked this up. Where did I pick it up? I think I picked it up from John Lewis or somewhere for like a really big discount, and it's a mini size, but I really wanted to try it. I love minis so much because it's a great way for me to try out a product, so I'm just gonna give this a go. But yes, it has been well, since me actually filming this, it's been like just crazy whirlwind for me. Like, I've been unwell recently. I've been going through like coughing fits and kind of feeling really under the weather. It's been really crazy because I've got like, I had a lot of stress going on. Like both my parents were in the hospital at like the same time, and so I was kind of stressing out about them and then feeling unwell myself. I mean, what for me was more like a flu, but because I don't know if I'd mentioned it before, but I have this really horrible dry cough that I've had for almost a year. So anytime I'm kind of in like, I don't know, on public transport where it's like the most embarrassing, I get really bad coughing fits, and I can't actually control it until I just have to like calm myself down, because I have to basically always have a mint when I'm on transport, just so I can keep my throat kind of soft. And if that makes any sense, I always carry water with me as well, but that really doesn't help, and I don't know what it is. So I went to my doctor. I'm just gonna let this set in while I kind of chat, because it's really tacky. So I went to my doctor, and they've prescribed me with some medicine, and I've had like my bloods taken, and x-ray is going to happen because they just wanted to check my chest just to see if there's anything happening with me. So let's go on to foundation. This is the Max Factor All Day Flawless Airbrush Finish. I actually did like an ad on my Instagram, which was for a I don't know what they kind of listed as, but a brand called Community X Scene, which is where people can apply to test products and do ads and stuff like that. So this is not an ad now, this is just me using the product because I don't have a new foundation and I haven't used it on my channel. So I'm just going to use this. It's in the shade, can I find the shade number, because I cannot remember what it is for the life of me. N32 Light Beige. So we're just going to get this on with a sponge. So yeah, last week I took upon like just my only day off last week to kind of get all my tests done in one go. So I had to kind of space out a lot of my tests because they were at certain times. Like a blood test I had to have done was at like 7:30 p.m. and the x-ray I had done was at like 11 a.m. and the whole day was just me just trying to kind of, you know, relax and calm myself down and do this and that. And I did a bit of retail therapy, so I went to my old work, Forbidden Planet, and just picked up a couple of things, nothing too special, and just kind of went to see my mum and spent some time with her, and just trying to kind of feel better, because like this cough is so, it's just too much. Like it really makes me exhausted and it makes me so depressed, because it's just something that I can't help. And you know, we all do it. So when we're like on a bus or we're on a train and we see people coughing, you kind of like, oh my god, these people are diseased, like get away from me. But it was kind of like, obviously people don't deliberately cough unless you really have some major issues, but like it's just something that you can't help. And so it's such a self-conscious thing, and of course being sick on top of it, and I had a bereavement in my family. I don't really want to mention it because again, it's not my place to tell it. But yeah, it just was very, very strenuous on my mental health as well. And just a couple of other things that I will maybe share in the future one day, if anyone actually cares. But if people know me personally, then they know on certain aspects what I'm talking about. I hate those people where they're kind of like, I can't talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it. Like, I'm not trying to be like that. It's just certain things I don't really feel like I need to talk about online. Not that anyone really cares or like watches my videos to that kind of aspect anyway, but I'm doing okay. Like, you know, it's been a few weeks where I wasn't able to actually like sit down and film because of things I mentioned, but hopefully now I can kind of film a lot more videos because I have so much crap that I have bought that I need to film for, so hence these kind of videos. So let's go on to blush. So I recently picked up some stuff from Charlotte Tilbury, and she had this bundle on her website, and I actually have like an affiliate code, but then I also have like my own code that I use. But if you ever want to use my code, it's always in the description, and I'll put it here of course, and it will save you a little bit of money, and of course it's commission based, so I'd always mention that. But these are the beach sticks. So this is the lip to cheek color pop, and in the set you get two. So I got one that's called Moon Beach and Las Salinas, pardon my pronunciation, but I think with this bundle you can choose your own shades. And so I thought to myself, let me try, I mean, this shade for sure I know I wanted, and then this one was kind of just like a random one. I am going to swatch it just because I want to see how I would use it in the future. But this is a really gorgeous compact, and let me just, like I said, I'm going to swatch it. It's a very peach tone like blush, and I don't know if I would ever use it on my lips because it's such like it's a really kind of pale shade, so I don't know how I would kind of pull it off. But then the other shade, the shade that I can't pronounce, I'm just going to swatch that. Again, the compact is very nice and I don't want to break anything. And this one, so it's a bit more pinkier tone. What I'm actually going to do, I need to put up my blinds so we can actually get better lighting. Okay, that is slightly better. So yeah, we're going to go in with this kind of more pinkier shade. I didn't realize how pink it was because obviously online it's so difficult to actually see what some shades look like. But yeah, we're going to use this one as a blush today because yeah, I don't want to use it as a lip product because I don't know if anyone is new to my channel, but I don't like to mix kind of products because of my rosacea. I get very paranoid about putting products on my lips and then on my eyes or vice versa, so I tend to just stick to product being in just one place. But that blush has gone on really nicely. It's kind of creamy, so it's quite blendable, and I might just take some from here to see if it will do anything. It's got a very kind of sweet smell to it, and I don't mind sweet smells. I have to be careful with scented products, but a lot of scented products don't actually affect my skin, which is fine. But it's looking nice. I mean, the bundle, I think, because I picked up something else, I picked up their water cream as well, which I will use maybe in a skincare video or something, I don't know. But they, like, Every actually lost my package, and so I had to contact Charlotte Tilbury for them to send me another one because I waited like almost 2 weeks for them to send my package, which is actually insane. But yeah, Charlotte Tilbury, they were very, very quick, so their customer service is very good. They contacted me back like straight away and just sent out another package. So let's go on to highlighter, and I'm so happy, I'm so excited. But yeah, I picked up the Milk Cosmetics Nightmare Before Christmas highlighter, and I also picked up their lip product, which I will show you later. But honestly, I love Nightmare Before Christmas so much. I am that emo. I am that girl from, you know, the 90s. Like, I didn't get into Nightmare Before Christmas until I was a bit older because, I mean, movies have always been really special and important to me in my life. And it was just, you know, it takes a long time to get into certain movies, and just to see as many movies as I have, because I have seen so many movies I can't even comprehend it. But yeah, when they announced this collaboration, I was very intrigued because Nightmare Before Christmas is obviously everyone's like favorite Halloween slash like Christmas movie. I don't want to talk about a debate as to which type of movie it is. I just love it as a movie that I could watch any time of the year. But I was a bit kind of skeptical because again, so many brands are doing Nightmare Before Christmas, because I know that Spectrum have just come out with like an eye brush set, and Revolution did one a few years ago, and there's another brand, I can't remember who they are, but they're doing like a nail polish set. So clearly Disney are, you know, rinsing it dry, of course. But yeah, I picked up the highlighter because I just absolutely love this packaging. It is so stunning. One of the biggest regrets in my makeup life is to not have picked up that Beetlejuice collection, because at the time I was like, I don't need it, it's fine, blah blah blah, but now I really want it back and they're never gonna have it. But anyway, this is the embossing, well, not the embossing, but the outside packaging. And if you haven't seen it online, oh, Jack and Sally, absolutely beautiful. Like, theirs is a weird love story, but I just, the ending, Simply Meant to Be, always gets me really emotional because it's just, yeah, it's just amazing. It is one of my favorite films, and I just absolutely love this. So this is it. This is called True Love Never Dies. I don't know if they've put my sticker on backwards because it's upside down. It's weird. I literally just noticed that. But yeah, let's go in with a swatch first, because why not? Because I think this is the only shade that they came out with. Can you see it? Like, I could see it on here, obviously I'm a bit closer, but like, it's super duper nice. I mean, I don't want to ruin it, but it's a highlighter and it's meant to be used, so it doesn't matter if I kind of ruin it. But we're just gonna take like just whatever we can on here. Oh yes, I mean, I'm hoping that this is for all skin tones, because I'm not too kind of well versed on like how things work on different skin tones, because I feel like everything will work for everyone. Obviously apart from like foundations and stuff like that, that's just me being stupid. But obviously there's certain things like eyeshadow palettes and this and that will work on like hopefully everyone's skin tone. But with highlighters, I know that you have to be, obviously it's for like your tone, but that's really nice. I feel like it's a bit subtle, like it's not overly glittery, like it's not like you've got chunks of glitter coming out, and it's kind of like not a duochrome, but kind of like a holographic kind of one. But I love the design. I don't want to like show you my horrible flat in the background, but the little design at the top there, which is absolutely stunning. So this is really nice. I didn't pick up the eyeshadow palette because I love Oogie Boogie, but I don't like, he's not my favorite character out of the film, and I have too many palettes anyway. So let's go on to eyes. So I have two products by Juvia's Place. I haven't used them in ages, and I was in Superdrug and a lot of their stuff is on like reduced to clear. I don't know if they're stopping this, like them selling Juvia's Place, or this products are just really old. But I got the Nubian palette for £10, and then I got one of their eye primers for like maybe half price or something. So this is the color one, so I'm actually going to use this as a primer first, and I'm just going to give it a shake because I know it's just been sitting in Superdrug for ages. I don't know if all Superdrugs have them on like reduced to clear. Again, it might be a Flower Beauty thing where they're just kind of maybe getting rid of the brand, because I don't know, Juvia's Place have been like all over the place. I think in the UK they release so much, but I really can't find much. I know there's a website called Beauty Boxes by Tammy that I use all the time, and they sell Juvia's Place, and they tend to, ooh, there's a bit of a watery gloop that came out of that. Yeah, so they use they buy a lot of Juvia's Place stuff, like their eyeshadow palettes and stuff. And again, I haven't picked up anything in ages. That's just my own kind of personal preference. But when I saw this, I was like, I haven't tried it in ages, so let's give this brand like a go again, because their palettes are really, really stunning. And I thought I would just get this primer on. But yeah, talking about like work stuff and kind of not getting too like ahead of me talking about things, but I am looking for like a career change, and I'm always very in that mindset where I'm like, one day I will find my right career. Because even though I went to uni, I did my 3 years of journalism, and that was in like, I graduated in like 2010, and it's a very long time ago. And you know what, I don't regret going to uni. I just like, I made some of my best friends ever there, and I regret the course I kind of did because it probably just doesn't mesh well with me. But I love writing and I love journalism, but I just felt like it might not be like my career path, and that's fine. If you ever go to university and you end up not doing what you studied for, I think, you know, personally I think it's fine. It's a nice way to experience university as well, and it's a nice way to kind of make friends and, you know, be independent if you can, and just doing things and discovering, you know, things your own way, if it makes any sense what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm still just looking on my career path. I am always looking, and I'm always like applying and stuff like this, and we'll see how it goes. Like if anything does happen, I will let you guys know to the best point that I can without being too like, without sharing too much. So let's go into the Nubian palette. I also have, like I mentioned in one of my last videos, the Doll's House cosmetics. I picked up one of their liquid eyeshadows, and I might use it today because I don't know why I said it like that. It's a purple. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna kind of, I'll show you guys this palette because it's essentially a nude tone palette, but I feel like maybe I can get that purple incorporated because I really just want to use it because it's so beautiful. And yeah, we're just gonna wait for that. That's settled down now, so that's totally fine. These shades do not have any names, so I'm just gonna go in with this shade here, which is like the lightest shade out of all of them. Tap off any excess because there's a lot of fallout, and see how this works. But yeah, health wise, I mean, I know I mentioned it already, I've been okay. I've recently had like my shoulder, even today, has completely like packed out. I don't know what has happened. I can't sleep properly. I don't know, I don't think it's my cough. Like when I cough really badly, my shoulder like freaked out or something. But I'm honestly just so tired of just like my shoulder hurting. I've had so much deep heat on me, like I'm getting to like smell constantly of deep heat because I always have it on, because of the pain and taking paracetamol. I know I should probably go and see my doctor about it, but there's always like a wait, like it's just ridiculous. But yeah, I will see how it goes with my shoulder because again, that's another thing that's been going on. And yeah, I'm trying not to be negative or, you know, complain too much, but I guess it's a way for me to like vent, and hope you guys don't mind me just chatting so much rubbish all the time. But this first shade gone on super nicely. It's kind of just stuck down, and it's like a nice like yellowy brown, so we're liking that. We'll go into something a little bit deeper to kind of make a wing, and then we might go in with the purple because I want to use it. So I'm gonna go in with this one just here, and I have used Juvia's Place like shimmers before, which are stunning. Like they are really nice. It's just today we are gonna kind of let Doll's House Cosmetics kind of like take the reins slightly, which is fine because again, I'm gonna use this palette again. Like I always just constantly am buying makeup and so much gets left behind, but I'm trying my best to go through old things just to use them. I might have to do another declutter soon because I'm just ashamed of my collection as to how big it is, and I just need to just slow down with my buying. It is such a bad habit that I have. I'm kind of like, oh, there's a sale, I'm gonna pick it up. Oh, this has got discount, I'm gonna pick it up. Like it is beyond ridiculous. So I've kind of banned myself from going on certain websites and going into certain shops because I can't just, yeah, if you have a big love of makeup and it's like an addiction, like I just, yeah, I need to calm down on it basically. But yeah, this is why I'm always doing like first impression videos because I just buy so much. So let's go in with this snap with this, can't even talk. This is in the shade Fantasy, and I don't know if they have like new formulas or anything, but I just am so intrigued by this brand because I always see them on my TikTok. They always have like money off and stuff like that. Like even the other day I was watching one of their lives and they had everything was like £5, and that's why again I had to stop myself because I didn't buy anything. I just yeah, it's like an addiction. So I'm gonna get this on and I'm gonna see if I need to blend it, because this is obviously, yeah, my first time using this and their formula. I'm gonna be really light-handed because I don't want it to like crease, but we'll see, because my eyelids do have a massive tendency increasing, so I might just let that settle down and see if I can put like another layer on top. So the first layer is nice, it's very subtle, so I'm just gonna wait for a moment. I'm gonna go in with another layer. So it's definitely very like, it's definitely very pigmented, and I'm like always like the feeling of these kind of like glitter-esque makes my eyelids feel so like wet and just a bit odd, but I am liking this shade. I wouldn't say this is something that I would wear on a regular basis because it's more of a wet look than it just kind of being anything else. Like this has taken a moment to like settle down, but it's still quite tacky, and yeah, I think once I kind of move it, it just kind of falls apart. But I'm just gonna like let this settle in for a moment and then we'll end it on the lips for a few moments to kind of settle in. And the problem with my eyelids is that they crease so easily with everything, so it's not going to be the product's fault necessarily, but I mean it's creased a little bit but it's still quite tacky, so I feel like it might stay like that the whole time. But let's move on to the lips now because we haven't got all day. So I got the shade Lock, Shock and Barrel. So there were two shades that came out and I felt like this one was probably the one that spoke to me the most. So again, the packaging is absolutely stunning. The packaging is obviously reminiscent of the highlighter as well, so I love the clear packaging, and you've got Lock, Shock and Barrel actually on the front as well. And this is a nice gorgeous deep shade. I am so excited to try this. I don't think it's going to match my eyes, but you know what, autumn is here. I love autumn so much, and this is a perfect autumnal shade, so let's get this on. Okay, so this lipstick is extremely dry. It is so dry. I felt like it was, well, it says ultra matte lipstick. I mean, this is like ultra dry matte lipstick. I mean, the shade is absolutely stunning. Like, I love this shade so much. It's just dry, and I don't know if that's the whole purpose of it, but every time I see like people on their social media use it, it just glides on so easily. And I mean, my lips are slightly dry already. I don't know if it's because of the medication I'm taking, it's made my lips super dry, but I mean, it shouldn't be this dry, but you know, I do like it as a whole. And this is my finished look, and I'm obsessed with this look today because again, it's autumn and there's a chill in the air. It's cold and chilly, the rain is happening and leaves are falling. But let me know what you guys think, and I'm obsessed with almost everything today. I mean, the highlighter, absolutely, like it's stunning. The lipstick, again, I wish had a little bit of moisture to it because the way that it would glide on so much easier would be really helpful. The blush stick is really nice. I can't wait to try the other shade just on a lighter tone. Foundation is nice, I have used it of course. Eye primer is fine. Eyeshadow palette is really great. Primer itself, no issues whatsoever. And then this liquid eyeshadow, again, super nice, but I feel like it's kind of disappeared in the middle and I don't want to add any more because it would just be a mess. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have you picked up anything new recently? Are you looking forward to autumn? And is it your vibe? Is it not? Please let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there. And I appreciate you guys sitting down and listening to me ramble on, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.